Welcome to the Model International, where aspiring models from around West Africa showcase their talent and vie for the title of the Model International 2024. Previously on the Model International, the ladies were challenged on the runway, showcasing their poise, elegance, and unique styles. Each model brought their best game to the catwalk, vying for the judges' approval and the audience admiration. However, the competition took an unexpected turn when Judge Nene, known for his discerning eye and high standards, expressed extreme disappointment in some models who had previously impressed him with their performances.
Sorry to disappoint you, I'm not impressed at all. Your work here, I'm sorry, you didn't impress me at all.
The high scores they had earned in their earlier tasks were not enough to shield them from his critical eye this time.
Today, totally, I am actually disappointed because what I was looking for, I did not see it in the models. So yeah, that will be my general, view of this the show. Yeah.
The tension rose as Sweet Prissy and Selassie, two of the promising contestants, faced the harsh reality of eviction. Their journey on the Model International came to an abrupt end, leaving their fellow competitors in shock and the viewers in suspense. The Model International is proudly sponsored by a limo range of products, Momo Milk, and Kivo Gary Mix, with support from AH Hotel, PH2 Digital Studio, Adomas Hair Accessories, Sky Mineral Water and Beverages, 3E Medical Center, Birago Studios and Art Gallery, Gold Coast Restaurant, Kivo Products, Shipyard Beach Restaurant, Flawless Ivy Cosmetics, and Eyes Only by Nali. This week, the stakes are even higher as the remaining models are set to undertake another challenging and courageous task. A body painting shoot. The episode promises to be as intense and emotional as ever, with another eviction looming on the horizon. The models have the unique opportunity to work with Mauli of YONGA ARTS, an evergreen storyteller and creative genius in the world of body painting. His artistry and vision are renowned, and he brought a new level of excitement and challenge to the competition. At the shoot location, Mauli took the time to explain his concept to the models, sharing his inspiration and the story behind the body painting designs. The anticipation was palpable as the models prepared themselves for this new and unfamiliar challenge.
So basically today's shoot is the concept of knowledge and wisdom. It was inspired by Kwekwanance's mythical story where it talks about knowledge being kept in a pot of wisdom, basically. So here, it's my own metaphorical representation of this particular concept that I actually sketched out or drew out. So this is what we're doing today, where you have the pot basically placed on your head to highlight the essence of wisdom, because the head is also a symbol of wisdom. Yeah. So we'll just do that, and it's going to be actually creative. I hope you guys actually put in your best and then let it come out really aesthetically. So let's get to it.
The transformation began with the application of the body paint. Each model became a living canvas, adorned with intricate and beautiful designs that told a story of the famous Kwekwanance. The photo shoot that followed was a blend of art and fashion, pushing the models to express themselves in new and creative ways. Once the paints were washed off, the models faced the judge for immediate feedback. The one-man judging panel did not hold back in his evaluations. Every detail was scrutinized and every model's effort was meticulously assessed.
The weather was already cold, so and then the paint to the brush and the paint is also like cold, so when it touches your skin, like you shiver a bit, yeah. But once your body like gets used to it, it becomes okay. You feel okay. Since we are going to be directed, I believe like I'll just cooperate with whatever the photographer says we should do, and then because he knows what he wants, so I'll just follow the cooperation and the instructions, and then hope it turns out well.
How are you doing?
Thank you.
Nice meeting you again.
Nice meeting you too.
So today we are going to judge you based on, I think, yesterday's shoot, and then we'll start with your composure to see how you like played out everything, how everything played out, and how you reacted, basically for the whole shoot. So the first is composure. I think you did amazing. You did amazing. You were bold, and throughout the shoot, I think you were able to play along to actually get the concepts right. So yeah. But what I recall is, well, during the body painting process, when it was time for you to come, you were a bit shy. You were a bit shy to come. But then I think so far everything is well. Everything is good. And also for the particular picture that we had, I know you got tired at a point, but I felt like if you would you put in your all, like within that short period, we could have gotten more interesting images, like adding more stuff.
The first one or the second one?
This particular shot. But the shot is actually really amazing though. It's amazing. But sometimes I know it's demanding when the shoot involves more like creativity. The artist sometimes wants more from you, the model, so it can be demanding. I think you should just put yourself for that kind of experience more.
I wasn't feeling comfortable keeping myself like this, standing there for somebody to paint me. No, no.
Have you seen the final image?
No.
You can have a look at it. And let me know what you think about it.
It's okay.
Just okay.
Yeah.
How do you interpret it to someone who actually is just seeing it for the first time without the artist being around? I mean, looking at the image, just looking at it in its own, like, the image in its own is like aesthetic appeal. How do you interpret it for someone else?
Actually, I don't know.
You can't come up with something on your own. But how did you feel during the body painting process?
I was a bit sad. So when I called my mom, and she was like, she saw the body painting. She asked me to untie the black silk I was putting in. So when she was laughing, I was like, I thought she would be sad or you'd be angry. She said no. So that was what gave me my courage back.
Okay. But I think it was actually nice, because I really love this image because it looks like you're holding on to something, which also plays like a very good, it sets a very good, like, should I say, I want to use the word example. It adds to the collective story of the knowledge and wisdom concept. because it looks like you're holding on to knowledge, since the pot is more like representing that personal, mythical, like ideology of knowledge and wisdom. So I think it's actually quite interesting. It's quite interesting. So you did exceptionally well.
Thank you.
You did good.
Well, the experience, should I say, it was fun and amazing. Like having paint on my body. So I haven't painted before. This is my first time painting my body. But Jetta is looking like an idol. Smaller ghosts.
Good evening.
Evening.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Have you seen your final image?
Have I seen
You
it?
can look at it. Let me know what you think about it. I mean, looking at the overall image, how do you feel about it?
Oh, I think it was okay.
Just okay. Okay. So let me just take you back. I think from the body painting process. Wait, how did you feel about the body painting process though?
Well, at first I was shy, but after the painting, I got used to it. So.
Well, I think for a moment you were courageous during the process, but when when one set for the photographs, you weren't really showing enthusiasm how much. You were a bit tired. I don't know if you were shy, but then the final work still turned out great. Just that when you really zoom into the picture, you don't really see that much of enthusiasm in there. But then when it's afar, it still looks really good. It looks good. Keep lifting, keep lifting. And add your feet now. No, when you keep going, it will propel. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Have you seen your image, the final work? How do you see it though?
Oh, it's nice, but I was kind of serious, too serious. My face.
No, but I think it's amazing because then also it's interesting how even though you look serious, you've been able to capture you're able to lock eyes with the viewer's gaze. You have this intriguing gaze that actually locks eyes with the viewer. If you look at it categorically, which makes it actually quite interesting. And how did you feel during the painting process?
I was nervous from the start, but I was okay.
I think one thing I liked about the whole process was where you were asking questions. You were really asking questions, which actually made it quite interesting. So I think you can keep up with that. For that one, I commend you on that because you really asked intricate and then in-depth questions, which was actually really good. I think I like the final image too because it looks very aesthetically pleasing and quite pleasant to look at. So I think overall you did really great. Welcome. So how do you see your image, the final work?
It's okay. It's nice. Looks natural. Yeah.
Okay. So personally, I felt. How do you feel when we're having the body painting process?
I was okay, but for the fact that some people were there, they were just looking at us, no, and then I didn't like that part.
I think if I recall correctly, you're the one with the feelings of the part, right? So
Yeah.
I think because we're on set, there are different kinds of like directors and how they react to people's composure when it comes to like set production. So it's best. I know we are all humans, and then we can't actually hide our feelings when it comes to like those kind of. So it's best to try your best to hide those kind of things because it can create distraction on set.
It's something I don't know how to do.
But I think you should learn. But so far, I think the picture actually came out really great. It was actually very nice.
Yeah.
You have this like wild look, and then you're able to call like the viewer's attention with your eyes. And your push out is actually quite amazing. So you did exceptionally well. Yeah, it's actually amazing.
Kibo hot pepper. Kibo hot pepper. Set chop on quanya. If for your pot. Johnny spaghetti noodles. For your shito. Johnny Kibo hot pepper. Kibo hot pepper.
New Kivo hot pepper powder. Moko shoo. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, welcome to 3E Medical Center, where we seek to practice the safest, most effective and ethical medical care possible. At 3E Medical Center, we ensure quality delivery to all our clients in collaboration with all health partners. Our services are the outpatient department, emergency, dispensary, laboratory, maternal and child care, immunization, family planning, ultrasound scan, specialist service, surgery, eye care, and luxury. We have 24 hours services from Monday to Sunday. We are located behind the West Hills Mall. You can reach us on 0596 883150 or 0596 895661. You can find us on our social media handles: Facebook at 3E Medical Center, Twitter at 3E Medical Center, and Instagram at 3E Medical Center. You can also log on www.3emedicalcenter.com. 3E, your most trusted health partner.
It's creamy, it's yummy, full of goodness. Momo enriched instant milk powder is the ideal and healthy complement for a complete balanced diet. It is rich in calcium, protein, vitamins A and B, which promotes healthy growth for every member of the family. Think nutrition, think Momo. Momo enriched instant milk powder. Shemema. This advert is rated and approved by the FDA.
The Model International is proudly sponsored by a limo range of products, Momo Milk, and Kivo Gary Mix with support from AH Hotel, PH2 Digital Studio, Adomas Hair Accessories, Sky Mineral Water and Beverages, 3E Medical Center, Birago Studios and Art Gallery, Gold Coast Restaurant, Kivo Products, Shipyard Beach Restaurant, Flawless Ivy Cosmetics, and Eyes Only by Nali.
There's creativity in it. We all have a unique design, and then it has a symbol, so I think it's good. He's here to explain to us the symbols on our body. So he's here to explain to us. But initially he told us that what we are going to do today, it's all about knowledge.
Yeah. Kwekwana say, and something to do with knowledge, his knowledge or something.
How do you see the final image?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
How do you interpret it or interpret it to someone if actually the artist wasn't around?
Isn't around, how do I interpret this to somebody? Whoosh. Okay.
I mean, based on the idea for the whole shoot, how do you interpret it for someone?
I would say that this is a local wise woman who has the eyes, a vision, like he has, who can foresee things, and then people go to her to inquire about what happens in the future.
Okay, that's quite interesting. I mean, it's still, because the eye itself has like, it stands for like insight, so it adds a bit of like explanation to the general idea, which makes it quite interesting. But I think you did well, and I liked your courage during the like body painting process. It was actually very, very inspiring for me, and how you were able to stand, like, your posture and everything was actually really great. Coming, like, getting to the final work too, which is actually quite nice on its own. I think you did really well.
Oh, thank you so much.
So keep it up.
I was feeling very cold, and then as at now, my body is itching because of the paint.
How do you see your image in the final work?
It's okay.
Just okay? Well, I think you did exceptionally well. I think you did well. And how did you feel during the body painting process?
Come again.
Whilst the body painting was going, how did you feel?
Okay, as you know, I wasn't feeling too well,
Yeah.
so I wasn't myself that day, actually.
But I think that you really did well, because despite the fact that you were actually not feeling well, you were still willing to do it. Despite the fact I told you that, oh, you can still like sit or just let go, you were still willing to do it, which actually showed promise. So you really did. Your composure was actually really, really good. And the fact that you were able to still pull through to the final like process of the photo shoot was actually very, very interesting. And then, if I recall perfectly well, you added your own touch to the pose. That's the fact that we actually created like the whole direction. It actually made it very, very nice. So overall, I think here, you really did well. You did well.
Thank you.
This is the final work of the shoot we had. And let me know what you think about it.
Let me say the drawing. Since the concept is about knowledge and wisdom, in the drawing there is a snake which represent how how wise snakes are and cunning they are.
Okay. But how did you feel during the body painting process?
I was shivering.
You were shivering?
Yeah, because the paints were cold actually.
The paint was?
They were cold.
You were feeling cold. Okay. But I think overall, when looking at the process and then getting to the final image, you did exceptionally well. But the problem I had, like I kind of like discovered, was during the photo shoot for this particular shoot, you were, because you are more like a photo model or a model, you had that perception in mind that, let's say you have to pose for every pose where you were a bit slanted. So you have to like keep calling your attention that you have to stand straight, stand straight. But I think the overall imagery was actually nice. It's actually very interesting. Just that next time when you are having a shoot with, like, you know, there are different kinds of photographers. So when you go on set with like this particular kind of photographer, my example, like myself, I'm a fine art photographer. So my works are mostly tailored through like an artistic lens. So you should be able to like play along or like, yeah, when it comes to the creative direction. But so far, I think the shot was interesting.
It's nice. This thing is new to me, so I'm just happy, like, yeah.
How do you see the final image?
It's nice.
Just nice.
Yeah, I just like everything about the picture.
I mean, how do you interpret it for someone looking at it for the first time? Based on the whole concept for the shoot, how do you interpret it for someone looking at the image for the first time?
The picture, I'll I'll interpret it to the person as the picture talking about Coco and Nancy's story. So we just had to go to be in the bush and.
So how do you feel during the body painting process?
I was no excited because it was my first time and I wanted to try. So it's just okay.
I think, yeah, with that one, you're actually really bold and courageous. How you actually like excited to go about like have the body paint on your body was quite really good. So I'd say, yeah, keep that courage up and keep that excitement to up, because a lot of people actually look for people that are really excited about something to try new things. So it's really good. And I feel like the overall imagery too looks good. It's aesthetically good, pleasing to the eye. So I think the final image is actually really good and it's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I like it shows strength too, because you can see how strong you are looking at the push, like it's the fact that it's a pot, you still feel that like sense of strength flowing through the image. I are still able to like keep composure and then lock eyes with the viewer, which makes it quite interesting. So I think overall you also did exceptionally well. So keep up the good work and then keep having that level of excitement whenever you're having shoots.
Interesting, adventurous also. But this is my first time having this thing on my body. It's kind of irritating because the paint is itchy, like on the skin. you have this itchy thing. Everybody's painting is unique in its own way.
Can you look on the screen? How do you see your final image?
It's very nice.
Very, very nice. Very nice, that's all. How do you interpret it for someone who is actually just looking at it for the first time?
Okay, so the picture is showing some like strength.
Yeah, I do see strength in there though.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the qualities when it comes to like someone who is having knowledge and wisdom. You should have like strength as one of your qualities. So it's interesting. Very interesting. And the fact that you were able to carry 3 pots, I know it was weighing you, but you were still able to keep composure. It makes it very, very nice. Very, very nice. And how you're able to balance it too makes it very interesting. So just tell me, how do you feel about the whole body painting process?
Okay, so the paint on the skin was very, very irritating because at the point when it's drying up, you feel this itchiness on your skin.
Yeah.
And also, I have a very sensitive neck, so drawing on the neck quite made me very uneasy.
Yeah, but I think with all the uneasiness, you were still able to pull through, which is actually a good quality because every creative or director will actually look for someone who is going to be committed throughout the shoot. So you actually did well regarding to that. And like I said, the final imagery actually shows strength, and then the way we were able to have like that composure there was actually really amazing. So personally, you really did exceptionally well. It's actually really good, and keep it up.
Thank you.
I don't feel good about it because it looks kind of something kind of nudity to me. So it's not something I've done before. So like I feel I was being painted. Initially, I was feeling this kind of sad, but as it was going on, I fit into the environment, how everybody was seated watching, not like no, I don't know how to put it, but not like anybody was talking anything bad about it though. So I felt like, let me just
The onset when we were actually about having the shoot, she was actually the first to own up to actually have the shoot, which showed a lot of courage and boldness. So her composure was actually really good. Her attitude towards the whole shoot was actually very, very good. And then the final imagery, her having like the 4 pots on there actually shows like a level of strength. So the final, like the whole overall work is actually very, very aesthetically pleasing, and then her composure, attitude, and the final piece is actually quite amazing. So she also did personally, she also did exceptionally really well.
The Model International is proudly sponsored by a limo range of products, Momo Milk, and Kivo Gary Mix.
when I dey home and want something quick to chop. Everything dey inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only need some water. Soak is made easy, yo. Kivo carry mix. It dey be yo. Chop am anywhere. It dey be yo. For your office, boarding house. Everything dey inside. Groundnut milk and sugar. I only need some water. Soak is made easy, yo. Kivo carry mix. It dey be yo.
Kivo 4-in-1 Gary Mix. Soakings are easy. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, welcome to 3E Medical Center, where we seek to practice the safest, most effective and ethical medical care possible. At 3E Medical Center, we ensure quality delivery to all our clients in collaboration with all health partners. Our services are the outpatient department, emergency, dispensary, laboratory, maternal and child care, immunization, family planning, ultrasound scan, specialist service, surgery, eye care, and luxury. We have 24 hours services from Monday to Sunday. We are located behind the West Hills Mall. You can reach us on 0596 883150 or 0596 895661. You can find us on our social media handles: Facebook at 3E Medical Center, Twitter at 3E Medical Center, and Instagram at 3E Medical Center. You can also log on www.3emedicalcenter.com. 3E, your most trusted health partner.
It's creamy. It's yummy, full of goodness. Momo enriched instant milk powder is the ideal and healthy complement for a complete balanced diet. It is rich in calcium, protein, vitamins A and B, which promotes healthy growth for every member of the family. Think nutrition, think Momo. Momo enriched instant milk powder. Shemema. This advert is rated and approved by the FDA.
The Model International is proudly sponsored by a limo range of products, Momo Milk, and Kivo Gary Mix, with support from AH Hotel, PH2 Digital Studio, Adomas Hair Accessories, Sky Mineral Water and Beverages, 3E Medical Center, Birago Studios and Art Gallery, Gold Coast Restaurant, Kivo Products, Shipyard Beach Restaurant, Flawless Ivy Cosmetics, and Eyes Only by Nali. This week's edition took a different turn, adding an extra layer of drama to the competition. Instead of the usual elimination process, the models had a one-on-one session with a producer. During these intimate sessions, the models received their fate directly, learning whether they would continue their journey on the Model International or if their time had come to an end. The emotional moments were raw and real, capturing the essence of the competition's intensity.
Talk to me about your vote.
Okay, so from the beginning, that was before the bikini shoot, I told my mom about it, but she wasn't ready to support me, and like my family weren't ready. So I told my church members, and they were like, okay, they were going to try their best. So my vote so far has been based on friends who I've never met. Some I've met.
I don't know if people vote for me, but literally all my vote is me.
You don't ask people to vote for you.
I ask, but you know, you've asked, you can't force them. So I vote myself.
Tell me, being a librarian, participating in this, how's the experience like?
Okay, I want to use the word suffocating. It's suffocating for me because especially when it comes to the votes, the situation is choking me. But aside the votes, I don't have any problem. It's cool.
Abna, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, this is the end of the road for you in the run-up of being the Model International. I think you've done very well, unfortunately. This is the end of the road for you. I think you've done very well. I think you've improved. And I want to believe you've learned something. This is the end of the road for you. I know it's difficult, but it is what it is. Somebody has to be evicted. I'm sorry, and I really do wish you the best in your next endeavor.
Now, we are down to the final 8 contestants. These are the models who have proven their resilience, talent, and determination. They continue to stand tall in the race to become the Model International 2024, each one hoping to claim the coveted title. Remember, your votes makes all the difference as we move forward. Support your favorite model and ensure they stay in the competition. Do not disappoint them. Your vote is their key to success. To keep your favorite model in the house, dial *920*5# on all networks or visit www.smartcastonline.com. The Model International. Be that model.